Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming. I'm bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Hunting Simulator 2 Xbox Series XS version. This game was developed by NeoPika and published by Nacon and releases on March 23rd, 2021. Apologies, at this time I don't quite have a price yet for the game, but please note I think the regular Xbox One version is only like 40 bucks, so I would guess between 40 and $60 for this version as well. So let's dive into it. Hunting Simulator 2, it's pretty simple. It's an animal hunting game. The game starts you out. You have this kind of cabin trophy case area that you can slowly develop while you play, as well as access to a store to buy guns, a bed. You can change times of days, do upgrades. You also can buy licenses and really kit out everything you want, from whistles, hats, all the way down to the companions. You can get a cool little dog. As you saw when I was kind of doing the intro there, you got my little dog over here. I named him Levi Jr. after my own dog, whose name is Levi, and I love him. I love animals. I love dogs. So it's awesome to have a dog in the game. So let's get to the game. The game features 3 distinct regions that you can hunt in that have 2 different areas in each region that all present a wide variety of different animals that you encounter while you're playing. As you're playing the game, you're going to be given opportunities to hunt in all these different areas, and each area is going to give you a vastly different animal population that you're going to be able to find. As you play the game, you're going to have to slowly either collect the animals that you manage to kill and bring them in as trophies, or you're going to need to convert them into, you know, basically selling them to fund additional hunts. Now, one thing that I really, really love about this game, especially being a dog person, is your dog is a big part of the game. He's your companion, so he will find things that you can then ask him to track. You can analyze animal footprints, and he'll help you find out where to go and lead you on the right path. Now, you also begin to develop a bond with your animals. You can see the 3 stats on the side there. As you play through the game and level up, you'll start to progress and be able to grow with your animal. He'll get better, as well as your skills will develop as a hunter as well, and things will get better as your gear upgrades as you proceed. So it's kind of cool to have both of you kind of grow while you're navigating the different territories and regions and hunting really all kinds of animals. What I really like about the game is you can kind of do what you want. You can go and hunt specific things, or you can really hit the story. Now, I will let you know there is another mode to the game called Ranger Mode. Didn't have access to that DLC, so I can't really factor that into my review. It looks like our little Levi Jr. here lost the scent, so unfortunately that's something that does happen. Now, the different areas that you hunt in, there's going to be cabins, things you collect, hunt for, tree stands. As you can see, we got one way out here in the distance that we'll actually try to run to. We'll see how long I talk to if we make it there in time. But as you explore the area, you're going to have your companion here picking up scents, and you're going to have him track and try to look for things as well. Now, note that there are a ton of different animals that you can find and hunt. So as you can see here, we have a red fox that's right up here on our screen. So we'll actually see if we can't get a good shot at him. Now, the overall shooting ballistic physics in this game are actually done really well as kind of the whole process of going around and getting your animals. You get to track the bloodlines. I don't quite think we hit him. It looks like he's pretty much running off on his own, so we'll just kind of let him be while we continue going up to this tree stand area and see if we can't get a little bit of a better vantage. Now, all the different areas provide very unique different scenery and environments, as well as the animals that are presented in them. As you can see, this one, it's pretty much a giant flatland. There's hilled areas, tons of vegetation, all kinds of things in the various levels that you kind of have to explore and go while you're playing. Now, different times of the day, you'll have animals come out that you'll have to engage with and try to find. And to really beat everything in the game, you need to collect all your licenses. So you'll need to kill multiples of every single animal, expand into a variety of different guns and gear. When you're playing, you can pull up a map here, and it shows you the different things that you have discovered. I haven't played too much in Colorado yet, so as you can see, I have very little things that I've actually managed to find. But what's cool is you can also enable some fast travel options, so you don't always have to walk around everywhere, but you do need to at least find things before you can, ultimately walk around. Now, the tree stands are what's it comes down to, like, this isn't a game that's going to be, a fast-paced go. If you're ever been animal hunting, it's very slow paced, and the game is the same. You know, you're going to have to take your time, have a lot of patience. I call this a perfect game while you're working because I could sit here in a tree stand, do some work on my computer, and then leave that tree stand or shoot when an animal shows up. One thing I do like is the game does offer you little indicators as animals get close by, or if your companion does pick up a scent on an animal, you don't have to just rely solely on your visualizations. So that does kind of cater to newer players a little bit and make the game a little easier. I think overall as a hunting game, visually this game looks amazing. I love all the sound immersions in the game. Animals sound the way they would. You actually can hear different animals making noises in various directions, and it's honestly pretty easy to find where they're going. As far as achievements and difficulty level in the game, you know, this will not be a quick, easy completion. As we all know, there's plenty of hunting games out there, and none of them have ever been generous when it comes to their achievements, and Hunting Simulator 2 is, you know, no exception to that. It will take you time to kind of get through and progress through the game as you go around. Now, a couple other things I do want to show in the game. You can hone up your skills and practice in the shooting range that you can visit. So we'll come over here. And you can do little challenges. There isn't really anything you get for doing them, but if you do want to practice up on your weapons and you don't want to worry about spooking various animals, you can have targets get popped up here and really practice your accuracy with any of the weapons that you have. There's a couple different ranges that also increase the distances. And there's also a kind of mode that lets you shoot in a little bit of a tournament phase. But it doesn't really do anything. It's more just can you shoot under pressure. But to be honest, when you are shooting in this game and hunting after animals, you're never really in a pressured situation. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Overall, though, it is a great hunting game. I'm going to give the developers kudos. If I have to give this game any type of a rating, I am going to give Hunting Simulator 2 8 out of 10. The game looks gorgeous, it plays really well, it's super smooth, and there's hardly any loading. As you can see, the loading screens you've seen on screen are pretty much the gist of what you're going to see. The game features tons of different information for you to gain up and collect while you're playing, and the lodge is a great source of, you know, building on that information that you just don't really know how to hunting or have never really been exposed into that world. Plus, it's kind of neat to have your trophy kills chilling in here and you can kind of see what you've done in the past. But outside of that, if you guys do have any questions, want to know more about the game, as always, let us know down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoy this review. You have a great day, and we'll catch you guys next time.